Welcome back to the channel. Today let's revisit the Canik 55 Shark FC. A while back I was advised by one of my Turkish subscribers that I was actually pronouncing the name of this pistol incorrectly by referring to it as a Canik 55. Apparently the proper Turkish pronunciation is Canik 55 in spite of it being spelled with a C instead of a J. Then again, I'm just your average American who learned to read and spell words phonetically. So no harm, no foul, right? Some people have referred to the Shark FC as a CZ75 clone, when in fact it's not. Internally, some of the parts are not readily interchangeable. Nevertheless, other parts are interchangeable, such as the magazines and grips. Finding extra magazines for this pistol isn't an issue because CZ75 magazines are easy to come by and plentiful. The Shark FC does utilize the Browning short recoil firing system, as does the CZ75. The grip geometry is also the same as the CZ, so like the CZ, it tends to be naturally pointable. The Shark FC does have an alloy frame and weighs considerably less than the all-steel CZ75, which is possibly the reason for porting the barrel in the slide. Personally, most 9mm I've ever fired never really demonstrated the need for porting. They really don't recoil that much. That aside, I suppose it does add a little something to the gun's overall aesthetic appeal. The magazines I'm using in this pistol are made in Italy by Metgar. They hold 17 rounds and work perfectly in my CZs, as well as this Shark FC. If you happen to live in an area that restricts your magazine capacity to 10 rounds, Metgar also makes 10-round magazines as well. The grips I chose to go with on this Shark FC were actually for a CZ Shadow, but I honestly can't remember who makes these G10 grips. Seeing that there's no branding or company logo on them anywhere, it's probably best we don't rely on my somewhat faulty senior's memory to recall where I actually got them. The sights are Novak style with a typical 3-dot setup. The slide features a Clark-style rib that runs the full length of the slide. The cocking serrations are a fish scale type and very grippy, which is nice because the inside the frame rail slide arrangement lowers the slide's height profile, making the cocking area relatively narrow. In cooler weather, I found that I like to carry this Shark FC in this shoulder rig. A lightweight jacket conceals it nicely while still allowing quick access. It's comfortable, so what's not to like? I acquired this Shark FC about 12 years ago. At that time, several models of Canik 55 pistols were being imported, including this model. They quickly developed a reputation within the shooting community as being both well made and reliable, and were selling at a price that made them an excellent value. The next thing I knew, all of their steel frame models suddenly disappeared, leaving only a couple of their polymer frame models still being imported. I'm not sure what happened there, but any remaining examples sold out really fast. Since this particular model didn't appear to be imported in any significant numbers to begin with, well, who knows? As time goes on, perhaps it'll eventually fall into some sort of weird collector's category. Anyway, since this Shark FC hasn't appeared on the channel in quite some time, I thought I'd go ahead and feature it once again. If you run across one of these for sale in your local gun or pawn shop, don't hesitate to snag it. Not only are they a good shooter, they're an excellent value. Well, that pretty much winds up things for today. So until next time, practice often, shoot straight, and thanks for stopping by.